So my journey through this project was a very interesting one. I've never been like the person to be able to keep myself on a timeline, a time schedule, whatever you want to call it. I've never been able to do that with long projects like TPSP, Project Power of One, that stuff. I've never been like, I was always not very good at it, and like this time I was actually really good at it. I made sure to work on that because I knew I was gonna have to be good at it to make sure the project got done. And the problem that I had, even though I was like staying on top of it week after week after week, was that a lot of what I was doing was dependent on other people. And so that was one of the major conflicts I had, was like my interviews, my x-ray, all of that had to come from other people that I had talked to. And I was like, hey, can you help me out with this? But it was on their time schedule, not mine. So I had to wait for those things to happen, and I had to make room for those things to happen, which was definitely one of the biggest issues, which I should probably like try and work on, maybe addressing that earlier so then I can get it done earlier, so then like I have more room to mess around with it. Another challenge I faced was staying on topic, and this was mostly like in class. I had more distractions around me, so I didn't get as much done. Whereas if when I was at home, I was getting a lot done because I was focused. I was at my desk, I had whatever I needed. I was just locked in and going. And like in class, there were just people around talking, everything. So like couldn't concentrate. But I did learn a lot from my project, and I wish I enjoyed doing it more. Like it wasn't a chore. Like I wish it wasn't as much of a chore that I had to do, as much as something that I really, really wanted to do. And like I feel like it was very helpful for me because I learned a lot, like how to keep my arm healthy, stuff like that from all the interviews, and that like I need to not overuse it. And there's a difference from working hard and overusing it. And so like that helped, but I wish that it was more open to like wanting to do it more than like you have to do it, you know what I mean? But I thank both of the people that I interviewed because they helped me a lot with my project. They actually were the two main people that I changed my feedback off of. They said that it wasn't as like invitational, like it wasn't as eye-opening. You didn't really want to go look through it, and so I changed the colors around. I added more pictures in there, and I felt like that made it so that you wanted to go look at it more. Like you went through the first home slide and you see everything and you're like, oh, this is really interesting, and so you want to go check out the rest of the website. So I thank them for that because that was really, really helpful. And my artifacts, they actually helped me with 3 of my artifacts. And so the 3 that they helped me with, the 2 interviews, of course, and then the MRI / X-ray, whatever you want to call it. It was an MRI, but those all 3 came from Aggie and Dr. Tyler Winfield. They both really helped me with that. The other, I actually had 7 artifacts because I think that they were all very necessary for the project. One was my research compilation, which was all the research I got within the first 2 to 3 weeks. Then I had a video of a doctor talking about like the injury, how it happens, how you can fix it, how you cannot get it, which is kind of like just a shortened version of my interviews that I had. Those were 5. And I had a diagram of how it gets fixed, and my way of how not to ever get the injury, and how if you get it that you can like rest and recover and all of that. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you like my project.